Okay, so have you ever looked at a book and just thought, man, I really wish this thing could talk to me, you know?
Real.
Or even better, show me some stuff along the way.
Mhm.
Or maybe you've got this killer story in your head, right? A brilliant idea.
Mhm.
But the actual thought of getting it all down on paper and then designing it, getting someone to record it,
Right.
it just feels like way too much.
It's a lot,
Yeah.
for sure.
Well, what we're diving into today might just completely change the game for how we make and experience books.
Yeah.
So
Interesting.
forget about just flipping through static pages.
Yeah.
Okay. Imagine books that are alive,
Yeah.
interactive.
That's really the core of it, isn't it? I mean, it's the shift from like a passive reading experience to something way more dynamic.
Exactly.
For centuries, books have been mostly just text on a page. But now we're seeing the potential to bring in audio and visuals and even make them interactive. It really makes you think about how different that could be for learning, for entertainment, for everything, really.
Totally.
Yeah.
And the name that keeps coming up in all our research is BookFlow AI.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that.
Now, this isn't just another one of those apps claiming to use AI. They're
Mm.
calling it the world's first AI app that can create these stunning interactive talking books
Really?
in over 100 languages. And get this, they claim it happens almost instantly.
Wow.
I know, right? When you hear instantly, you're naturally, come on, really?
Of course, yeah.
But the potential here is huge.
It's definitely attention grabbing. And, if they can really pull that off, the speed of creation could be a game changer for a lot of creators. Think about it, the traditional process takes forever. Writing, editing, design, narration. If AI can actually shorten those stages, it could really open things up.
Right.
More diverse voices, more ideas, reaching a wider audience, potentially even breaking down those language barriers.
And here's the thing that really caught my attention. They say it takes just 3 easy clicks to make these books and get them ready to sell.
Seriously?
Yeah. On Etsy, Amazon, Kindle, eBay, Apple Books, you name it. They even mention this figure, $278.97 on average every day from selling these books. Now, I don't know if we should take that number as gospel or anything,
Of course, yeah.
but it definitely gets you thinking about what's possible, especially if you can get really great content out there quickly.
No, absolutely. I mean, while we should take that specific claim with a grain of salt, the idea itself is solid.
Yeah.
The easier it is to create something, the more people can experiment, try new things,
Yeah.
and tap into those markets that are already out there. If BookFlow AI can deliver on that speed, it could really shake things up.
And it gets even better. No API key costs.
Yeah.
Those could be a pain with some AI tools.
Yeah, for sure.
No need to be a professional writer. Forget about design skills. And the best part, no monthly fees.
Wow.
So it seems like they've really looked at all the things that stop people from creating and publishing books and just said, nope, we're getting rid of those.
That's a bold move.
So what we're going to do in this deep dive is really unpack how this AI is supposed to work and what it could mean for anyone who has a story to tell or knowledge to share.
We need to get past the marketing hype, though.
Yeah.
Really look at the mechanics.
Yeah.
How does it actually make writing, design, audio production easier? What's going on under the hood?
Right. All right, so let's jump right into the features. First up, effortless creation.
Okay.
So they claim you can give it an idea, any idea, even just a keyword.
Wow.
And bam, you get an engaging, interactive talking book almost instantly. No writing, designing, or recording needed.
If that's true, it's a game changer.
Yeah. If it's real, that's like a whole new way of making content.
You have to wonder what kind of AI can take a simple prompt and create a whole story with pictures and narration. It would have to be pretty advanced.
Right. It's likely some serious natural language processing for the text generation algorithms to structure it into a book format, and probably generative AI for the images.
Yeah.
It's that seamless blend that makes the effortless part so interesting. And it's not just basic text. They call it smart AI story writing.
Mm.
This thing can apparently come up with unique stories, develop plot lines, create whole chunks of book content with one click.
That's wild. So it's like having an AI co-author and story editor built right in. It makes you think about what creativity really means. AI can learn patterns and make new combinations based on data.
Right.
But that human touch, real experiences and perspectives, that's still what makes a story really connect with people.
Yeah.
But I can see this being super useful for getting a first draft down or trying out different ideas.
For sure. Now let's talk about the audio side of things.
Mhm.
They're really pushing this lifelike AI voice narration. They've got these AI voices that sound like real humans, different tones, different accents.
Okay.
And they've got personalized AI avatars that can narrate. You can even use your own photo or record your own voice if you want. I think that personal touch is important.
Yeah, I agree. It's amazing how far text-to-speech tech has come. The AI can make incredibly natural-sounding voices now, with all the little details and motion you'd expect from a real person.
Yeah,
And being able to use your own voice or avatar could help you connect with your audience even better, especially if you're building your own brand.
absolutely. They also have the usual text-to-speech to change written stuff into audio,
Mm-hmm.
but then they take it a step further with multi-voice narration.
Oh, wow.
Imagine this. Different AI voices for each character in your book,
That would be great for dialogue.
especially in fiction, right?
Yeah.
And if you want to get really specific with the delivery, you can use voice customization to adjust things like the tone, pitch, and speed.
That's some serious control. So you're saying it's like having multiple voice actors, but without the hassle of actually coordinating with multiple people.
Exactly. Plus, the customization lets you fine-tune things to match the content and who you're making the book for.
That's clever.
Okay, so we've covered how the books talk, but what about making them look good? They have this feature called Stunning Visuals with an auto illustration generator. The AI finds and adds relevant high-quality images automatically.
So you don't have to spend hours digging through stock photo sites.
Exactly. Could be a huge time saver.
The key is making sure those images are actually high quality, though. They need to be visually appealing and fit the context.
Right.
That's what will really make the book come alive.
And it's not just randomly adding images. They have customizable book layouts with different templates and designs to choose from, and a drag-and-drop editor so you can easily rearrange elements, add things, personalize it all without needing any coding or design knowledge.
Okay.
They even have pre-made book covers you can use. The AI can generate them, or you can upload your own.
Nice.
And to top it off, there's an inbuilt royalty-free asset library with images, audio, and music. It's like they're giving you all the tools you need to be creative.
Having templates and an easy-to-use editor is so important. Not everyone's a tech whiz. And the royalty-free library is a big plus. You don't have to worry about finding and paying for all those extra elements yourself.
Yeah, that definitely simplifies things. Now let's talk about keeping those readers engaged. They've got some features for interactive engagement. You can embed videos, GIFs, clickable links, even more images directly into the book. It's taking books way beyond just words on a page.
It's like bringing the book to life.
Imagine an educational book with videos explaining concepts, or a story where you can click on things to interact with it.
That's the way people consume information now. It's all digital and interactive. Multimedia elements can make learning more fun and effective. And clickable links open up a whole new world of exploration.
Exactly. And to make it easy to navigate these interactive books, they have an auto-generated table of contents with clickable links. Plus, they have inbuilt royalty-free background music to add atmosphere to audiobooks.
Nice. I like that.
Imagine a thriller with a suspenseful soundtrack playing in the background.
Yeah, that would be cool. A good table of contents is crucial, especially for digital books. And background music can really add to the experience.
Absolutely. Now let's talk about global reach. They're really emphasizing this with support for over 100 languages. You can translate and create entire books in all these different languages.
That opens up a lot of doors.
It does. Think about the potential to reach readers all over the world.
It's incredible when you think about it. Translation has always been a pain, expensive and slow. If BookFlow AI can do this well, it could really change things for creators.
Yeah. Although we should keep in mind that language is nuanced. It's not just about word-for-word translation.
Right.
You need to capture the cultural context and those little expressions that give language its flavor.
Sure.
So it'll be interesting to see how well the AI handles those subtleties. Okay, so you've made your book. Now, how do you get it out there? They have instant ebook publishing, so you can export your book in all the standard formats, PDF, EPUB, and audio.
That's pretty standard.
Right, and then you can sell on multiple platforms, Amazon, KDP, Apple Books, Etsy, eBay, and more.
It's good that it covers all the bases.
They also mention one-click social media sharing and the ability to embed talking books on websites and sales pages. It seems like they've thought of all the ways you might want to share your work.
Making it easy to publish and share is key. It lets creators focus on what matters, the content, and connecting with their audience.
Exactly. Now for the big question, what's it going to cost?
Right.
They're running a launch special deal where you pay just $17 one time. And they say you're saving $80 a month compared to their usual price of $97 a month.
Wow, that's a big difference.
They're really hammering home the no monthly fees thing, along with no API keys and no coding needed.
That's appealing.
You also get a commercial license, so you keep all the profits from your books. And to sweeten the deal, there's a 30 days money-back guarantee.
That takes the risk away.
They're making it pretty hard to say no. One thing I really liked was how they addressed the common headaches of book creation. They list all these problems that BookFlow AI is supposed to solve. Expensive software hiring designers, spending hours writing, recording voiceovers, complicated editing translation issues, finding illustrations, formatting nightmares, and those pesky monthly subscription costs.
Yeah, those are all real pain points.
It's like they made a list of all the things that make creating a book feel impossible for some people and then set out to fix them.
If they can pull it off, it could be a game changer for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Aspiring authors, educators, content creators, anyone who's felt held back by those obstacles.
Exactly. And they're not shying away from the market opportunity here. They throw out some pretty big numbers. The global book market is huge.
Yeah, how big are we talking?
Around $122 billion. And it's expected to grow to over $164 billion by 2030. The ebook market alone is already worth almost $20 billion and projected to reach over $32 billion by 2032. They even point out how dominant Amazon KDP is and the sheer volume of self-published books coming out every year. It's a really active and growing space.
Those numbers are impressive.
Yeah.
Definitely suggest that there's a big appetite for digital content. And with Amazon KDP having such a big chunk of the market, it's clearly a crucial platform for independent publishers.
And get this, audiobooks are a $5.3 billion industry and growing super fast, like almost 25% a year. They point out that there are millions of readers worldwide and that digital books offer low investment with high profit potential. It seems like they're saying, now's the time to get in on this.
That growth in audiobooks is really exciting. And the lower costs of digital books compared to print mean there's potential for much better profit margins.
Then they move into this section called the future of storytelling, and they make a strong case for why talking books are the future. They talk about how engaging they are, how they can reach a global audience thanks to the language support, how they're perfect for busy people who can listen on the go,
Yeah.
and of course their power for education, the growing market, the potential for building loyal audiences, and all the creativity you can unlock with interactive elements.
They make a good point. Talking books really do seem to fit the way we live and learn these days. Audio and visuals together can create a much more immersive experience, and that can be especially powerful for kids or for explaining complicated topics.
Right. They really highlight that shift from static books to something much more dynamic and engaging.
Mhm.
And they back up their claims with testimonials from various people.
Mhm.
Akshat Gupta, Ganesh Saha, IM Review Squad, Arpit Singh, Abhijit Saha, and Vijay Pratap Singh. They all rave about how easy BookFlow AI is to use, how fast they can create books, the quality of the AI voices and visuals, and how it's helped them increase their sales.
Well, we should always be a bit cautious about testimonials. Consistent positive feedback like that does suggest there's something to it.
Yeah. Finally, they hit you with the call to action. They urge you to grab BookFlow AI and save $80 each month by taking advantage of that $17 one-time offer. They remind you of those 3 simple steps. Log in, create your first talking book using just a keyword, and then publish, sell, and make a profit. They're still emphasizing that you can create a book in under 60 seconds. They're also throwing in launch bonuses worth $200 and $485. Things like courses on writing books, guides to making money on Kindle, and blueprints for selling online and driving traffic. Plus, they remind you about the commercial license and the 30-day money-back guarantee.
They really do make it tempting.
So to wrap things up, BookFlow AI is presenting itself as this game-changing tool that could remove all the usual roadblocks to creating a book. They're saying they can handle the writing, the design, the narration, even the translation, leaving you free to focus on your ideas.
It's a bold claim, but if they can deliver on that promise, it could really open things up for a whole new generation of creators.
That's the key takeaway, isn't it? They're aiming to democratize book creation and publishing using the power of AI.
Yeah.
If this technology is as good as they say, and it's easy to use, produces high-quality output, and makes distribution simple, it could empower so many people to share their stories and knowledge in a really engaging and accessible way.
It makes you think about the future of storytelling, how these kinds of tools will change the way we create and experience books. It's a really fascinating space to watch.
And that's the final thought they leave us with. How easy it could be for anyone to become a creator and publisher in the booming digital book market. Right. And the potential impact of these interactive storytelling formats, it's pretty exciting stuff.
It's definitely food for thought.
So think about it. How could you use a tool like this in your own creative work or business? The possibilities are pretty huge. And that's all for our deep dive today. Thanks for listening, and be sure to check out our other videos for more insights and discussions.
See you next time.